All right, Derek, go on about your thing, and don't mind me.
So
800-273-8255. Go on, don't worry, Derek. Just be short. It just be a short call. Just go right ahead. Talk about your book thing. To recap, books.
this wasn't a book thing.
Book. Can you read them
This is
at
a different
work?
issue.
No. Why,
This
Derek?
happened like a week or two ago.
It's ringing. Go ahead, Derek. Yeah, I'm gonna be a bit on this call, but don't worry, I'll listen to you.
Are you like calling my manager or what?
No, I called the National Suicide Prevention Line. Well, I didn't actually call it because I don't, I don't want to waste their time, but
Yeah.
just so people at home don't like prank dial them or whatever. But for whoever's watching, but I don't even know what the hell I'm doing.
So
I'm still looking for vending machines.
we're not. So when we walk in the door, we have a series of coat racks that are like electronic like coat rack thing.
Coats.
It has like a bag in it or whatever, like a garment bag or whatever. And we're supposed to, when we come in, we're supposed to put our jacket there.
Sure.
I was at the other end of the building, about like 10-minute walk from where I work. And then where I work, there's a set of coat racks, or like coat hangers, I should say. Not a ton of them, but like definitely not enough for everybody there. But like there's some there. Now they're very adamant on telling us, not enforcing, but they're adamant on telling us, hey, this coat rack, these coat hangers, not for coats. They're for bags. Basically everything but a coat, actually. No coats, because the coats go downstairs at the entrance.
Okay.
Several people still hang their coats there, and with good reason. Because, for people who smoke, of course, they go outside to smoke. So they want to have their coats there to go do that. But they also, what they do for a lot of people is for breaks. We aren't allowed to eat in the building at all. We have to take our we have the break room, but the break room's like about a 15-minute round trip. And you only get half an hour now because they're rude about that. I bitched about that somewhere else, or maybe it was in this. I don't remember.
Nah, it was in Pumpkin Jack, I think.
So
I think this
you don't get a lot of time for your break.
Conversation topics have actually bummed me out. But hey, keep going. We've already done the break thing. You got your one bitch session about that.
I work with that. I work at a sad place where they're very rude to us and constantly take away.
Derek, you've lost me with the books thing. I'm still torn up about that. I'm trying to process what's going on. I don't think I can handle it.
So they're adamant though. The coat rack's not for coats. If you want to, or your choices for going on break are either the 15-minute round trip, where you basically only get 15 minutes in the break room to actually eat. Which sometimes the food's super shitty and dry and bad. And, really, you probably can't even eat it in 15 minutes because it's the texture's just awful. Or they send someone down to bring a bunch of food back up, and you can basically tell them what you want, and they'll bring it up, and then you can take it outside to eat it in the parking garage where it's cold. So people want their jackets because it's cold outside. And despite it being cold now, they're still adamant on telling us, no jackets on the rack. People still do it.
Yep.
Now, well, like I said earlier, the rack is the hangers are for bags, where if you bring a bag of your personal stuff, a clear bag, you can have that up there. So if you need if you have to have medication or something like that with you, or you can have it readily near you,
Yep.
or whatever you
Good.
need to keep there. Now, I've been prepared since I first started working here for them to for me to put my jacket up, and for them to say, hey, you can't put your jacket up. That's not what that's for.
Okay.
And say, okay, walk around the corner, grab a plastic bag, put my jacket in the bag, and then hang up the bag.
Mm-hmm.
So my problem is, if I'm allowed to have my jacket in a bag, because they cannot dictate to me what's in the bag.
Sure.
Why can't I just have the jacket at that point? I can have the jacket in the bag, but I can't have the jacket by itself.
Is the bag not a coat?
The bag is not a coat.
Are you sure you can wear it as a coat? Going on the book logic, I feel like that means that you shouldn't be allowed to have that bag there because it's a coat. Just
I'm
trying
sure
to I'm trying to gather the information on this,
I'm pretty sure that
from the book thing. I'm
bag
still
does not
torn up
qualify
about the book
as
thing.
a coat.
And according to the logic of the book thing, I'm pretty certain that the bag can be worn as a coat, and thereby it is a coat, which means you shouldn't be allowed to have the coat on the coat rack.
Is a bag a coat?
I hope Google just says yes. Just doesn't give you any search results.
I
Just
keep
says
hitting enter,
yes.
but it won't search.
You broke Google, Derek. What am I doing? Tournament clues? I gotta go down there?
Oddly enough, does not seem to be a definitive result from that.
Yeah.
Definition.
What's the threshold that something stops being a coat?
Well, we can determine if a coat is in fact a bag. It's a bag ravioli. If I zip it.
Someone commented on that one. It's like, boy, that was sure annoying. Like, it was funny at first, but it got annoying real quick. You guys can't talk about this in this kind of game. It was Paper Mario Origami King. Someone like hard complained about it, and I looked at that and I'm like, we were doing God's work with that discussion. It was worth stopping that episode for that bullshit. Not even upset that he's upset. I just nodded my head and I'm like, we did what was needed to be done. And now the world knows. Or actually, it's still out.
A bag is a usually flexible container that may be closed for holding, storing, or carrying.
That sounds like a bag. That plastic bag sounds like a coat to me.
The upper body and varying in length and style. According to fashion and use.
What? Can you?
Something resembling a coat.
See, hold on. Wait, I gotta read it. But I also gotta see what I need to do with this.
I assure you, a bag is not a coat.
Let me see. I don't believe you. I don't even understand what you're saying anymore because of the book thing. I'm still stuck on the book thing. An outer garment, one outdoors, having sleeve. Oh wait, sorry, it's not Merriam-Webster. Merriam-Webster is the smartest one, or Oxford, but I prefer outer garment, one on the upper body, and varying in length and style according to fashion and use. Something resembling a coat. So you could wear it on the upper body, and it varies in length and style. A layer of one substance covering another, which the bag does cover the coat.
Zinker, I don't think you can wear a bag in a manner that would qualify as a coat.
You could put it on top of your head. That
That's a
is
hat.
that's also it's still your upper body.
It's not serving the same purpose.
You also you could wear the bag over your upper body still too, yeah. Be kind of difficult and you might need to tear a hole in it, but I think you could do it without it if you put the straps for it and you just put the bag in front of you.
I don't.
Yeah, that would also work.
Right, but you can't just call any any garment worn on the upper body a coat.
Well, according to this, you can actually. So maybe check a dictionary for once in your life, Derek.
I said I had a jacket.
Okay, so why are you trying to hang a jacket on the coat rack?
Well, you know, if they said no coats, that's fine. I'm hanging a jacket.
What? I mean, isn't a jacket just a coat?
No. A jacket is a garment for the upper body, usually having a front opening, collar, lapels, sleeves, and pockets.
But it's also an outer garment. Yeah?
It's an outer garment, but that doesn't mean that it says the garment. It doesn't say it has to be an outer garment.
No, it says an outer garment worn on the upper body and varying in length and style according to fashion and use. So a jacket would be a coat. Also, something resembling a coat, which a jacket also would be under that definition.
You are far too loose on your definitions at this point.
That's not my fault. That's what Merriam-Webster says. Blame Merriam-Webster.
Okay, well, your source is stupid.
No, it's not. It's literally the most
As I've said several times, your source is stupid.
It's not. It's the literal definition. My source is fact, Derek. You just don't like that it doesn't agree with you. I'm sorry.
Your source is not comprehensive.
Pretty comprehensive. Me clearly says your jacket's a coat.
Yes, but my jacket is not a bag.
Well, I'm not saying your jacket is a bag. I'm saying your jacket's a coat. I don't get what's the confusion here. Why?
Yes, but you're saying yes, but you're saying a coat is a bag.
No, a bag is a coat, Derek. You need to follow along with the conversation here, okay?
Whatever.
A bag is a coat.
Zinker, if you follow a chain of definitions like this, a ravioli is a pouch, and a pouch is a bag, and a bag and a bag is a coat.
Well, no, a ravioli is still not a coat because you can't wear a ravioli as an outer garment on your upper body. Unless it's a really big ravioli, but at that point, yeah, all right. Like,
ravioli doesn't have a size definition.
What? Ravi? Yeah, it does. Oh no, but Derek, what I'm saying, they have to wear it as a coat. Like it needs a thing that
Well, apparently, if a ravioli is a pouch, and a pouch is a bag, and a bag is a coat, and by your logic, a ravioli is a coat.
And a hole in the bottom of the lake. So stupid. Everything about this is stupid. Everyone has stopped watching at this point, and I understand completely.
We're really trying to get people to stop watching Bakugan so we can stop playing it.
It's almost like that's exactly what's fucking going on. Holy shit. Just what the fuck are we talking about?
Anyways,
Derek. Here's the deal with the real. Let's get to the nitty-gritty.
One day,
so your coat is hanging on the coat rack, right?
Guy, go ahead. Sure. Well, my jacket is.
Your jacket is hanging on the coat rack, and the coat rack's only for bags, which a jacket is not. Unless you want to make that argument, then.
Yes.
Which I think would be more sane.
It's not a bag.
So it is in the bag, hanging off the coat rack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hanging on the coat rack.
Yes.
So it's not supposed to be hanging on the coat rack, right?
Right, but if I put it in the bag, then it's allowed.
How is it allowed? It's still hanging off the coat rack.
No, it's in the bag that's hanging on the coat rack.
Which is so it's
The
hanging on
contents
the
of
coat.
my bag
Derek, you've already
are of no
agreed.
concern.
Derek, you're too late. You've already agreed the jacket is hanging on the coat rack. It's hanging on the coat rack
Zinker,
in the bag.
It's not my manager's. It's business to know what's in my bag.
Right, but they know what's in your bag because it's a plastic bag and they can see, right? And they can see the jacket's on it in the bag.
Yes, but it's no business. Yes, but it's not their business what's in there.
Right, but they can see the jacket in the plastic bag.
It's not their business what's in the bag.
But they can see the jacket in the bag, and the rule is no jackets hanging on the coat rack. Doesn't matter. It doesn't work that way if they know what's in the bag.
No.
It's not their business. You don't have to tell them what's
so
in the
if I
bag.
wrap my jacket
But they
in a
know
throw
what's in the bag.
blanket,
Dick, if you have cocaine in your bag, it's not your job's business to know what's in the bag. But if they know you have cocaine in your bag, they can send you home for having the cocaine in your bag. They possibly call the cops. What about that's confusing?
that's a different scenario.
It's not a different scenario. It's the same thing. Like, they can't just grab your bag and search through it, but if they can see the jacket or they can see the cocaine, they're going to be like, well, that's a problem.
So if I wrap
What
my
I'm
jacket
saying,
in a
Derek,
throw
the
blanket
conclusion
and then
we
I
can
put
get
that
from
in the
this
bag,
one is that a jacket is cocaine. Or potentially a cocaine is a jacket. I'm not really sure which one is which here, but
I think books are cocaine.
I agree. That's why you crack open a cookbook.
I brought this
That's
conversation did happen with the manager where he argued you can't hang a jacket, and I said, okay, if I put it in the bag, then can I have it? And he said you can't have a jacket.
He just
not
took
answer my
away
question.
your right to have a jacket in the first place. What a pro. That man knew exactly what he was doing. He was like, all right, well, you can't be trusted with this.
Yes.
So
And I saw exactly what he was saying. That conversation ended with he was gonna send an email and ask about this if I can have a jacket in a bag, and I never heard anything about it. So either he did or I was right.
Derek, if you went to such lengths to argue with me, I'd say for you specifically, the rule is you can't even have a bag on the coat rack since you're just gonna use it to hang a jacket on the coat rack.
Can't deny me a bag.
Why can't I?
If you did, I would go to HR and tell them that you were telling me specifically I'm not allowed to have a bag.
But the reason why is because you're trying to hang a coat off the coat rack.
That's not a good enough reason.
Is it not?
I'm
Might
allowed
not
to have
be.
a bag. What's in the bag is not of your concern.
That's it. But I know what's in the bag because you told me what's
As
in the
long
bag.
as it's
Derek,
not
you
as-
can't
as long
can't
as it's-
inform me
as long
what's
as
in the bag
it's
and say
not
what's in the
something
bag is not
that
of
I'm
your
not allowed to
concern when I know what the bag is. You made it my concern by telling me what was in it.
As long as it's not something that I'm not allowed to have.
I can't wait to see
according
Derek
to
in
the
court. It's like,
rules
so
until
this was the bag
like,
claimed
the-
at the scene of
there.
the crime. I was like, and he looks at me, he was like, is there cocaine in it? Like, what's in the contents of the bag is not your concern. And he pulls out cocaine in it. He's like, so this is cocaine, right? And then just like, what's in the bag? What's in the contents of the bag is not of your concern. It's like, take him. He just hits the gal. And he's like, I've heard enough. Take him to jail. You're being dragged to jail. What's in the contents of the bag is not of your concern. What's in the... just like going crazy. Your parents are just sitting there like teary-eyed. They have a tissue as they watch it. It's like, if only they would... tell me you just didn't put the cocaine in the bag? Derek gets pulled over as a cop. He has a tiny plastic bag with cocaine in it on his lap. He's like, "Is that cocaine in your bag?" He's like, "What's in the contents of your bag? In the bag is none of your concern." He's like, "I'm gonna have to test that."
See, the thing is, Zinker, it's not my manager's job to be what I can and can't have in my bag. That's not their department. That's not their job.
But so they can't deny you having cocaine in your bag? I think you misunderstand, Derek. They can discern what is and isn't allowed in your bag. They're just unable to enforce it.
Well, yeah, Jack.
Because they aren't allowed to search your bag.
They can look at the jacket and say, "You have a jacket," and I can say, "Yeah, I do. What are you gonna do about it?"
They could fire you. I mean, they probably won't because it'd be stupid. But so is this whole conversation, really.
HR.
Go to HR about what? You're not supposed to have a jacket. You can't break a rule and have them knowingly know you break a rule. And then, like...
The rule's local to my department.
Okay.
It's not an official rule. It's more... It's
their rule. One of the rules is to listen to your managers.
Really than rule.
What are you talking about? If I tell you you can't have a jacket on the coat rack, you don't go, "Well, shit, other departments will do it." I don't care. I don't give three shits about other departments. The rule imposed on you is you can't have a jacket in there. Period. On the coat rack. However, what the rules for the rules for the employees state I can't have a jacket. But you can't hang the jacket on the coat rack.
I can't have a jacket.
But they get to rules. They get to make the rules of the department, Derek.
To an extent.
To an extent, they say you can't hang your jacket on the coat rack. So you can't hang your jacket on the coat rack.
I hung the bag up.
But they know the jacket's in the bag, and you hung the jacket on the coat rack, Derek.
So if I throw in like a pack of mints too, am I good here?
No, the jacket's still hanging off the coat rack, Derek. I don't understand. What is hard to grasp about this? A pack of mints doesn't stop something from hanging in the air. That's not. Mints are pretty strong in flavor, but I don't think it's harmful to literally bring something to the ground to increase the force of gravity upon something so that it is no longer hanging on something. I don't think mints are that powerful. Like, I like to believe they are. I really do. But
a piece of tape on the rack.
It's hanging! It is hanging off the rack! It doesn't matter how you hang it! You're not supposed to hang the jacket! That's the rule! You are hanging the jacket, and it is known you are hanging the jacket! What's the result of this, Derek? They say you can't have bags on the coat rack because you can't be trusted with the minimal responsibility of keeping your damn jacket off the fucking coat rack. And you're going through every loophole possible.
You want me to make the situation even worse for you, Zinker?
I don't think you can.
Outside.
What did you say? I didn't even hear it.
I'll never go outside. I don't need the jacket up there.
It doesn't matter whether you need the jacket, Derek. I don't care.
You're right. It absolutely doesn't matter. That's why I have my jacket up there.
Derek. Here's the deal, right? You want to know why you get half-an-hour breaks? It's you're the one causing all these problems, right? Now there's an email going out about the bags because Derek was like, "Well, I can hang my jacket in the bag." And I'm like, "Well, you can't hang the jacket on the rack, so now you're not gonna be allowed to hang bags because you can have a jacket in the bag hanging off the coat rack. You ruined it."
I didn't ruin anything yet.
No, Derek, I am going to make sure that this bag rule is enforced. I'm making sure it gets instated, and I'm making sure it gets enforced. For the time you've wasted of me, for the time you've wasted, the poor audience members still watching. I'm so sorry for this, guys. I am actually
Their fault for
sorry.
watching Bakugan.
It's next time.
It really is their fault for watching Bakugan because that's why we're still playing it.
Yeah, I mean, this could have been in like Hyrule Warriors or something, guys. He saved it for this. I know he did. He did actually. We recorded Hyrule Warriors.
I mean, well, we could have done Hyrule Warriors the last 2 nights, and you were just like, nah, I'm just gonna play it on my own.
I really wanted to play a game of my own. I don't know why we're still here. Bye.